Good evening, I'm Ryan Graham. Thank you for joining us. The search for a missing Norwegian hiker has ended in tragedy. Gillum RCMP announced today that the body of Stefan Schottlevic was located on the banks of the Hayes River, not far from where his jacket was found on Friday. In a Facebook post, Manitoba RCMP said officers from the Gillum Detachment, Parks Canada, and community searchers from Fort Severn found Schottlevic's body on Sunday morning at approximately 10:20 a.m. Police confirmed that the body was that of the 29-year-old missing hiker who was hiking with two dogs from Fort Severn, Ontario to York Factory, Manitoba. He went missing last week and police tracked his GPS device to the area where his body was recovered. The body was transported to Gillum and will be sent to Winnipeg, where an autopsy is scheduled for Monday morning. Earlier today, a house fire broke out at the corner of Current Avenue and Arundel Street. The cause of the fire is yet to be revealed by Thunder Bay Fire Rescue, who showed up promptly at the scene earlier today with several fire trucks and extinguished the fire. It is believed to have been contained to the garage of that one house exclusively, and we do not yet know if anyone suffered any injuries. The situation is still under investigation. Budget and housing issues are dominating most of the agenda for tomorrow night's Thunder Bay City Council meeting. There's also a $250,000 funding request for the Eye on the Street surveillance program. Council will get a look on Monday at how well the city is sticking to its 2025 budget. Based on spending over the first half of the year, city staff are predicting an $800,000 surplus to the rate-supported budget, and the tax-supported budget is expected to break, despite corporate expenditures going $2.4 million over budget. Council will be voting to rezone the former post office building at 33 Court Street to allow for 70 residential units there, in addition to commercial space. And a proposal is on the table to allocate more than $254,000 from capital reserves to enhance the Eye on the Street program, matching a grant from the province's Guns and Gangs program. The Muskeg Express is finally back on track, rolling through its first trouble-free season since before the pandemic. This smooth summer has been a welcome relief for city officials after years of repeated derailments and repairs to the classic train ride and its tracks around Centennial Park. Jessica Clement reports.
With just 1 week left to go for 2025, the Muskeg Express is close to completing its first trouble-free season since 2019, operating for over 45 straight days without a hitch.
We are very excited to have a successful season. A lot of work has gone into trying to determine what the issues had been over the years. We made a lot of improvements over the years, but until this year, there was always, something seemed to come up each year.
The ride hit plenty of bumps over the years. In 2018, 2021, 2023, and 2024, the train season was cut short after derailments, while in 2022, the Muskeg had engine troubles. Parks manager Corey Halverson says one of the reasons for this year's success is the new wheels that are made from cast iron steel.
I believe it was the material type of the wheels was the last piece that made the difference. We're seeing right now they don't wear and they don't distort, which I think is what was happening before, and it was such a gradual thing that it wasn't clearly obvious. But now that we see it running with those on, it's been very consistent.
Halverson says the usage has been good this season with over 2,000 riders. We spoke to some of the people who came to ride the Muskeg Express. They say the only thing stopping the fun were the mosquitoes.
We were like smacking off the bugs, and I was like, yeah.
Just knocking off the bugs. There was lots of mosquitoes. We grew up in Thunder Bay, so I have lots of good memories of Centennial Park and coming here, and they've done some really cool things here recently, which we haven't experienced before. But my kids are really excited about the train so that they could kind of relive a bit of my childhood, So yeah, it was a good experience for us.
It was my daughter's first time on it, so it's been a tradition to take the boys every summer, and we live nearby, so it's a nice added thing to the new park, and to be able to just go through the forest with the kids and relax for a minute.
There is still time this week to ride the Muskeg Express before the end of the season. It'll be open from Wednesday until Labor Day from 11 to 4 p.m. Jessica Clement, TBT News.
The Workers' Safety and Insurance Board has formed a new partnership with Nokiwing Tribal Council. Officials from both organizations announced a multi-million-dollar plan this past week to improve health and safety in Indigenous communities. Jaden Billick reports.
The partnership was set in stone at the lookout on Anemki-Waju, also known as Mount McKay. Nokiwin Tribal Council joined forces with Ontario's Workplace Safety and Insurance Board in hopes of giving Indigenous businesses in the Northwest better access to culturally rooted safety and wellness supports. Executive Director and Governance Advisor with Nokiwin Tribal Council, Audrey Gilbo, explains more.
It's an amazing opportunity. It's a 4-year partnership, $1 million a year. It's going to give us capacity, so we're going to be able to onboard a team to really run and develop this program from a very Indigenous lens as well, so that's very exciting. Health and safety is a paramount issue for communities right now, and it permeates into everything.
Gilbo says this will give a better opportunity to understand where the health and safety needs are in the 5 communities, not just in the workplace itself. WSIB Vice President Rod Cook says this $4 million investment is meant to strengthen these communities and bring them one step closer to reconciliation.
We haven't had the impact that we want to have in Indigenous communities. And our role at WSIB is about promotion of occupational health and safety. It's in WSIA, it's in the Workplace Safety Insurance Act, and we want to do better in Indigenous communities. So this partnership that evolved from the Health and Safety Excellence Program, I think, from my perspective, it started to create some trust, it started to create some stronger relationships, and we realized that we can do a lot more, and that's why we're here today.
Gilbo says this partnership is much needed for the 5 Indigenous communities. Jaden Billick, TBT News.
Fort William Historical Park celebrated Celtic culture with a free event featuring various family-friendly activities and a broadsword demonstration. Broadsword fencing became a specialty in Scotland during the 18th century. The event presented skilled local fencers from superior historical European martial arts that showcased the artistry and precision of this historic tradition.
Celtic Day for us, in terms of the programming that we're offering now, has only been happening for the last couple of years. Many years ago, we used to celebrate Scottish Days here at Fort William Historical Park, and there may have been a few variations of that in between, but really Celtic Days is something that was important to us to bring back fairly recently, again, to celebrate all things Celtic culture. Behind me right now, there's a broadsword demonstration happening on our main square.
For information on future events, you can visit their website at fwhp.ca. It was the final day for Ribfest, and barbecue fans made the most of it with smoky flavors, live music, and family entertainment. Organizers say there was an incredible amount of support from the community for Our Kids Count. Emma Chilton reports.
It was the last day for rib lovers as the annual Ribfest wrapped up at 9 p.m. Crowds have flocked to the marina all weekend to enjoy barbecue ribs, chicken, and family fun. Ribfest co-chair Daniel Trevisanuto says the festival was busy all weekend.
We're really happy with the attendance here. It's been amazing. Between trains and construction and a little bit of parking, people are still finding their ways. They understand how much fun we're having down here and what an important event this is for Our Kids Count, and it's incredible the turnout we've had.
It's just so universal, getting to play so many parts.
The festival ended with live entertainment and a science-themed kids zone where attendees can explore and interact with the science exhibits. Trevisanuto says the food festival is a perfect way to fundraise for the food security nonprofit organization Our Kids Count.
Ribfest is all in support of Our Kids Count, and it's such a fantastic way to do it. So many of the programs that Our Kids Count does is around food security. So I have an event that's food focused, that brings people together, that brings family and communities together. It's exactly what we're trying to build at Our Kids Count, and it's just a perfect match for what we're doing.
Emma Chilton, TBT News.